Northbound 101. There you see that Mercedes SUV moving at a high rate of speed right on the shoulder of the road, trying to get through.
In breaking news, a high-speed police chase unfolded in the San Fernando Valley involving a stolen Mercedes SUV. The pursuit began in Van Nuys on surface streets and quickly escalated onto the northbound 405 and then onto the 101 freeway. The driver, who was the sole occupant of the vehicle, maneuvered through heavy traffic at speeds reaching up to 70 miles per hour.
All of this a very dangerous situation.
Right. He seems to have really tacked up the speed, but he does seem intent on basically staying within this area. Keep in mind, again, he's in the Encino area, but we've been largely seeing him hanging out in
The LAPD pursued the stolen vehicle, but due to the dangerous conditions and congested traffic, they decided to halt the ground pursuit while the air unit continued tracking the suspect. The Mercedes SUV, identified as a 2020 through 2022 model GLE 450, showcased its high-performance capabilities as it weaved through the streets.
I feel like he's getting very close to, he's had a lot of close calls already.
And this is a very congested area. I often drive through here, especially at rush hour. It gets really tight. And
See
he
that?
is
Yeah.
desperately trying to kind of maneuver his way through. There he's going to try to squeeze his way through on a left-hand turn. And let's see, now that he's turning, let's see if there's any LAPD anywhere near him. Keep in mind the helicopter. Oh, there's a unit. So they are tracking him.
He made a U-turn. He's now going westbound.
Okay.
Westbound on Ventura.
They're reacting quickly as well.
And look at him driving in the middle lane. Wow.
Really flying there.
Yeah.
We can't see how fast he's going, but he is flying by, and people don't have time to react if they're going to be moving over. There he is in the wrong side of the road for just a brief moment there as he continues to fly through Ventura Boulevard.
In a dramatic police pursuit of a stolen Mercedes, the suspect faces an unexpected obstacle stuck at a traffic signal. As the suspect impatiently navigates the situation, a woman nearby appears to engage in conversation, possibly expressing her disdain or disapproval. The unfolding exchange adds intrigue into the intense chase.
Some bold moves here, and now he's stuck behind this big truck. What is this, a Amazon Prime truck?
Yeah, okay.
Can't
So
really get around that.
one of our staff members, a car enthusiast,
And this woman is talking. Is she
talking to him. Some kind of communication is going on right there. Is she? Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, is she saying shame on him?
Maybe.
I think she was.
I guess we all could say that. Okay, so this is from Chris, who is on our staff here. He says this is a 2020 to 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. It's a nice-looking car, and obviously it's an expensive car, but reported as stolen. And then he's tracking his way behind this Amazon truck.
The driver exhibited a determination to evade law enforcement, making bold moves and narrowly avoiding collisions with other vehicles. As the chase progressed, the suspect entered the congested area of Ventura Boulevard, where traffic slowed down considerably. The LAPD made the decision to back off and allow the air unit to monitor the situation, hoping that the suspect would calm down and reduce the danger to the community.
Get onto 101, but at Clark and Balboa in Encino. These are large roads, but it's also very traveled roads, so there are a lot of things to dodge. Yes, it looks like he's getting into the left-hand lane.
Right-hand lane, yeah.
Right-hand lane, sorry.
Yeah.
I lost it for a second there with all the SUVs.
Yes.
Okay, so he's hopping on.
That is a freeway. Yes,
101
that
South.
is
Looks like he's hopping on, am I right there?
Yes,
the 101
I think it is the
southbound.
101 South.
Okay, so he is in Encino, hopping on the 101 southbound. He's got a little space to maneuver, and there you see, as we push in on him, he's going to pick up speed here, but he's got some cars in front of him. He's going to move over to the left hand. Now he's flying through the middle.
52 miles an hour at this point.
Trying to maneuver his way through.
There's traffic, you can't,
The suspect eventually exited the freeway and entered surface streets in Sherman Oaks, Studio City, and Encino. The pursuit continued on Woodman Avenue, where the suspect attempted to blend into the community. The LAPD stopped actively pursuing the vehicle on the ground due to the dangerous conditions, but the helicopter maintained visual contact.
Moments where that works and that gets the person to say, oh, they're not chasing me anymore, and he slows down. and he gets the car under control, and it's less of a danger to the community around him. So that's why you see there are no LAPD units behind him right now, but there is a helicopter overhead.
Yeah, still following him, and you see that traffic is much more congested on this section of the 101. He's heading, I believe, into Sherman Oaks, or maybe already is in the Sherman Oaks and heading into the Studio City area. And possibly the CHP will get involved. That's another piece of information we are hearing.
Yeah, so I think he passed to 405, stayed on the 101. Now the next exit would be Van Nuys Boulevard. So he's heading basically back towards us here in Glendale, but he's going to be going through Sherman Oaks, Studio City, passing North Hollywood, Toluca Lake, etc. if he continues to go that way. Or he could go down the 101 and stay on it and head downtown, which would be really difficult. But I tell you, the 101 right here.
The suspect made a daring move by driving through the Fashion Square Mall and eventually entered a multi-level parking structure. There, he had the opportunity to abandon the stolen vehicle and potentially evade capture. The LAPD, in coordination with the helicopter unit, strategized their next steps, assessing whether to move in or allow the suspect to escape temporarily.
But Van Nuys is let's face it, it's terrible. It's terrible when it comes to traffic.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere in this traffic.
Look at that. It's going to be touch and go. And then as he gets closer to the split between the 134 and the 101, it gets really, really sticky. There's going to be no relief for him, at least traffic-wise, for almost the entire way. Because then you're going to be, if you go to the 101, you're staying on the way to downtown. That could be the most congested traffic that he's going to run into.
Right. And with so many cars, the thought of laying down a spike strip is really just impossible. You can't do that because the freeway is full of other vehicles.
Yeah, not going to happen on the freeway.
Yeah.
Not here, not this time of the day either. And a pit maneuver is unlikely too because there's so many people on the roads.
As the events unfolded, it became apparent that the suspect's primary goal was to elude law enforcement rather than commit a more serious offense. The stolen vehicle added an element of urgency to the chase, with the LAPD considering factors such as public safety and the potential presence of a tracking system on the car.
Oh.
Merging over to the left.
No, here he is.
He may be doing this.
Yeah, he might be dumping into a parking garage.
There he is.
That's a Macy's right there. And then you have one parking option. You saw him just go by. But if he takes a right here, which he is,
going into the parking structure,
he's going to be getting close to the parking structure, or he could fly through the mall and get back out the other side. But there is a parking structure that he's going to be getting close to right by that. There it is. There's a parking structure. So,
with the helicopter circling above the parking structure, ground units were not yet visible, and the LAPD had to evaluate the most appropriate course of action. The pursuit of a stolen vehicle while endangering the community posed different considerations compared to more severe criminal situations. Ultimately, the decision to apprehend the suspect or recover the stolen vehicle would depend on various factors, including the availability of additional resources and the potential threat posed by the individual.
I think they would be on him and stay on him, a lot more vigilantly. But in this case, it's a stolen vehicle where the community was in danger with his high rate of speed.
As the situation unfolded, the outcome remained uncertain. The pursuit highlighted the challenges faced by law enforcement in balancing public safety with the necessity of apprehending suspects. The LAPD would continue to monitor the situation, potentially utilizing tracking systems or employing alternative strategies to bring the pursuit to a safe and successful conclusion.